Chickadoo, chickadee, schmickady shmoo, schmickady shmee. I know I forgot something. I knew I fucking forgot something. I forgot you guys. I forgot you. Whoops. Whoops. Just like your parents. Whoops. Forgot you exist. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, 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 ho, 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 ho. Hey, 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 ho, 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 ho. Hey, 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 ho, hey, 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 ho. Don thee now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la. Christmas music's been stuck in my head a lot lately. My brain is, I don't know if it's like way fast or a little slow, but something's going on. Because Christmas is, we're not near Christmas. You know what I mean? Mind if I put the link? Do what you want, Coolman. You little bitch. Do it. Hey. Pizza rolls. Yeah, I'll take some. Fa la 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 la. 'Tis the ancient fucking carol. Fa la 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 la. Everybody wear apparel. Fa la 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 la. Something, something, who gives a fuck? Fa la 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 la. Anyway, hope Scotty wins. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Scotty and I are supposed to be going live on the Fighting Boys channel at 7, but I was a little anxious to get started because originally we were supposed to do it at 5, and so I already had this time kind of cleared, and I was like, yeah, I'd rather just fucking go with it, so I'm doing that. Yeah, that's my Discord server over there. You can click that shit if you want to join my Discord, I guess. You know. What are you debating? We're not really debating stuff. I mean, like, debates happen as they may. We don't really plan out fucking like, oh, we better debate this or that or the other thing, you know. Debates happen as they happen. What's going on? What are you... Are you loading there, Close Off? Having trouble loading, buddy? Or am I not loading? Let me see. It says I have excellent stream health. I don't know. Excellent connection, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like, we don't fucking usually plan out, like, oh, we're going to fucking argue about this. Like, a lot of times we do them and we agree on a lot of stuff. But, you know, it's like when we get to that point where we disagree, we usually disagree pretty hard. So, you know, we don't fucking try to force. I think if we tried to just force disagreements, it would, like, lack authenticity, you know? And I think authenticity is fucking important, you know? I think it's good to have that authentic fucking edge to it, you know? So, you know, I got this shit here. I got I'll tell you what we got for it. I'll tell you what we're going to talk about when we do the stream at 7 on the Fighting Boys channel, which, by the way, if you're not subscribed to that, go ahead and do that. I guess I could put the link to the Fighting Boys channel in the description. They were already supposed to have a fucking link to this fucking shit up, like a stream, but they don't have it up yet, so whatever. Oh, shit. Sorry, I turned the mic off on accident there. That's kind of one of the perils of this particular microphone. Sorry about that. Yeah, I accidentally turned it off there, which is weird. It still kind of picks me up. It very faintly still picks me up even when it's off. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I turned off the mic on accident there. Like I said, I was trying to say to you guys that even when it's turned off, it still kind of goes, which is confusing. Like it doesn't really, it's fucked up, I think. So it doesn't really turn off. It just kind of like semi-mutes, but you can still very faintly hear it in the background. Yeah. I was trying to illustrate that by shutting it off and then saying stuff, but then I guess you guys couldn't hear what I was saying, even though it was kind of coming out. I don't know what the fucking deal is with it. It's something you do. Well, the phantom power wouldn't be. I mean, like the mic, when you push this lever down, it's supposed to turn off entirely, but it doesn't. It like reduces power, but it does not turn off the mic anymore, which is very strange. But anyway, I think that's just because it's been dropped like 100 times because I'm rough on equipment. You know, so that's pretty cool though. Repeat everything you said during your silent rant. I don't even remember. Oh, I was just saying I was thinking about getting one of those chats like Vosh has, basically. Like, you know, on a site, or like Destiny has one, I think, and then a few other people I think have those kind of little websites where they have their own chat that's like not the YouTube chat, you know, but they have a little bit more control over it and shit. I was thinking about like looking into getting one of those. Hey, TJ, long time no see. An update for a guy who knows nothing of your recent events. I really don't know how to... I mean, like, not much, honestly. I was on Drunken Peasants. I don't know when I'm updating you from. I did a show called Drunken Peasants for a while. There was creative differences. We started a new show called Deep Fat Fried. It's not as popular, but I like it better. And we've been doing that. For patrons, I haven't really been doing much on my main channel. I've had kind of like a weird mental block when it comes to that. I've written out several scripts for Amazing Atheist videos, but I never do them because they never feel like good enough. And I think there's several reasons why it's become very difficult for me to do those. But I still like to do these like sort of informal chat sessions over here. I should warn you that these are not typically very entertaining. It's usually just kind of like hangout kind of stuff. So if you're looking for like a chill vibe and a hangout sort of atmosphere, this is pretty good. But if you're looking for like super dynamic, entertaining content, you probably want to look elsewhere. But yeah, I've been trying to get back into doing Amazing Atheist videos again. I've written some out. I haven't performed them. I don't know what the block is. I don't know what it is that like stops me from doing it. I have some theories, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, that's pretty much going on. But I've been doing Deep Fat Fried pretty regularly. That comes out. If you look at the Deep Fat Fried channel, those come out 3 times a week currently. And then we have Friday shows that are for our patrons, and then we have Wednesday shows that come out 3 times a week for everybody, and 2 times a week, or sorry, 3 weeks in a row every Wednesday for 3 weeks. For everybody, and then the next 2 Wednesdays that come out for patrons only. So that's been taking up a lot of the time, for that kind of stuff. Anyway, blah 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 blah. But yeah, as far as like anything else goes, not much. I don't know. Grew a beard. Fucking killed a bunch of people. This is fine. Hey TJ, preach to people who you should eat the fat-free yogurt product known as the Stuff. I mean, everybody. All you gotta do is watch the movie, see the stuff the Stuff gets up to, and you'll want some. I had a dream where you ate. So I had a dream where you and me ate subs in my room. I ate 1 and you ate 3, and my parents were shocked that you could eat so much. I told them food was too good, so you couldn't help it. Cool. So I feel like that's an omen. That's a like proof that you need to get me a sub. Like, get me one now. Who'd you kill, pray tell? I don't know, a bunch of people. It was, it was a mess. Do you really think there's anyone who watches these streams who doesn't watch DFF? I mean, I was literally talking to a guy who just popped in and said he hadn't followed my shit for like years and he wanted an update. That's who I was talking to. That's who I was specifically talking to. So, yes. In that specific instance, yes. Become a cosmic horror, nothing new. Yeah. I mean, well, I was always something of a cosmic horror, you know. So. Meatball subs are good, but, you know, they do kind of fall apart pretty easily. Like, a ball-shaped thing is not necessarily the best topping for a sandwich simply because it's shaped like a ball and balls roll. I don't know. Maybe we need to do, like, a meat cube sandwich. You know what I mean? Then it'd be better for staying in place, at the very least, right? Well, shit, I'll stand corrected. Yeah, the background I'm using right now is supposed to simulate a DMT-esque sort of visual presentation. You know, I thought it might be interesting because there's a variety of different little patterns and stuff that occur throughout the, you know, the presentation and all that. Sweet onion chicken teriyaki is the best sub. I can't stand those like official Subway subs at this point. I can't eat Subway anymore. I've gotten too hoity-toity to tolerate it. Meat Cube 2024. It's all about the meat cubes, baby. I always wrap the bottom in paper towels or foil or something, and the meatballs don't fall out. That's true. They don't fall out if you wrap them in meat cubes. Wrap the meat cube in a meat cube. I know that's not what you said, but that's just where my brain went. Sorry. I remember Cloud Disappear. Yeah, I remember that. I remember when we were at a meetup. I forget which one it was. It was one of the DP meetups. It was not a DFF meetup, but we were at a DP meetup, and it was outdoors, or at least part of it was. And we all, the entire group wanted, you know, we all like started chanting "Cloud Disappear" at a cloud. You know, so it was like basically like a group of like 80 people or 90 people or whatever, all just like looking at the sky going, "Cloud disappear! Cloud disappear!" And there was like, you know, a lot of normies around who didn't, you know, weren't in the know, who were just like looking at us like, what the fuck is going on over there? Which is pretty funny. TJ, I want to ask you a question here. Is okay? I mean, you just asked me one. I never understand this, like, I want to ask you, can I ask you a question? That is a question. So, yes, obviously you can. And what else is this fucking for? Right? Thanks for the $2. Subway can't refer to their bread as bread in Ireland because it has too much sugar to count as bread. That's pretty funny. What do they call it? Probably hear this a lot, but you miss DP sometimes. No, not really. I've never found my. The only time okay, so I miss one particular episode of DP. I miss the BDSM game show that I hosted. I wish that I'd fucking just gone with that as my next concept instead of DFF. I kind of wish that I'd just been like, I am now going to host a BDSM game show, and that's going to be my life from now on for a while, you know. And I really want to do that. I want to kind of get off of YouTube and just do that shit on the road. I want to just like travel around doing like this BDSM game show, and just go from city to city and like pull up audience members, and you know, have them answer questions and get, you know, beaten by some mistress, and you know, compete for some sort of like, you know, prize. Yeah, that's kind of what I would like to do, honestly. Hey, look, pizza rolls. Dipping stuff. What do we got?
Like ranch.
Like ranch?
Yeah, like ranch and hot sauce. I'm sorry, and hot sauce and stuff.
Like ranch and hot sauce and stuff.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. I will take the hot sauce, the buffalo stuff, whatever. Frank's Red Hot. Thank you. What the hell's going on? I don't know. You died. You're in hell. Welcome. Yeah, we get an RV, BDSM RV trip around America, you know. Get a little troop together. I don't really need that many people. Like, I don't need Scotty or Paul to do it. I would just need me and like some kind of dominatrix and you know, maybe like some kind of like sound person or something. Someone who has some like lighting experience. I don't know, maybe like some kind of like musician or something that could be an opening act or whatever the fuck, or like another comedian or something to warm up the crowd before the show. I don't know. It wouldn't be that hard. You could do it with a pretty small crew of people and just like go around the fucking country doing this weird little show. Could be fun. You dip pizza rolls? You know, not always, but you know, if I'm offered a dip, usually I will, I guess. Which I was. So, hey, fuck you. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I'm kind of sick of this internet shit. I'd love to go do like some live stage shit instead. I feel like I'm just generally not satisfied or creatively by like where I'm at. And maybe that's why I can't do these Amazing Atheist videos lately. Like, I just feel like I want to do something more outrageous. And I feel like this online space has become so weirdly stifling, where it used to be so free and interesting. And now I just I don't know. I want to go out there in the world where they can't fucking they can't censor me as easily. And I could be more insane. I like being insane. I don't like the veneer of sanity that I'm like forced to put on here. It's getting pretty tedious. I'll miss the TJ internet if you leave, but alas, I'm not gonna leave. Like, that's just not gonna happen. It's too much. There's too much contingent on me not leaving it. But hey, you know, I'd like to have other aspects of what I do that are not tethered to this online space as much. That would be cool. The whole of Poland greets you. Cool. Hey, Poland, what's up? BDSM is boring. You're not doing it right. You're definitely not doing it right. Not like Cynic's brand of crazy. Why not? Yeah, bite mark. I think Ted Bundy is guilty, for sure. I mean, he pretty much just confessed, but yeah, bite mark evidence is complete bunk. Anyone who has ever been convicted on that, the convictions should all be overturned, and if that includes Ted Bundy, so be it. Because you know, it's total junk science. It's been proven time and time again that it's just nonsense. May I PayPal you direct, TJ, if this is not private? You can PayPal me, sure. I mean, I don't know. You can use. I mean, the link down below will send me through PayPal. I mean, I don't know. You know, if you want to ask me a question privately, you can just DM me on Twitter. It's not that hard. My DMs are always open on Twitter. So, if there's something you want to ask me that for some reason you don't want to ask in front of other people, you can ask me there. It's a little too late to overturn. But I mean, you can overturn the sentence of somebody who died fucking years ago. It doesn't matter. That and blood spatter analysis. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. I know that forensic science tends to exaggerate its abilities, which makes sense because, of course, they're trying to convict people with it. So they want it to be as appear as ironclad as possible. When a lot of times it's like conjecture and more art than science. Yeah, if you send me a wall of text about something, I'm probably not going to read it. Especially if I don't even know who the fuck you are. Sorry, eating pizza rolls. Cannot properly entertain eating pizza rolls. Are you secretly a serial killer? Well, if I was, then it's kind of stupid to just be like, yeah, that's right. Here's some facts about the cases that only the killer could know. Fucking dumbass. I don't really want to be a stand-up comedian, though. I want to fucking do a BDSM game show. I want to do a traveling BDSM game show. That's what I want. Sorry, I only have 3 of these left, and then I'm finally gonna not have my mouth full. Would you be participating in the BDSM or hosting the show? I'd be the host. I'd be the master of ceremonies, okay? It'd be just like it was on the fucking, on DP when we did it. It'd be the same fucking concept. Why fuck with perfection? What's with the filter? I don't know. I just thought it looked cool. Is that a problem? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just a big fat dude sitting around on a chair, so I thought this might be more interesting to look at. This might be a way to like, oh, it's a little bit more visual, intrigue or whatever. I don't know. Are you still not going by a specific label aside from leftist? I saw you were saying you weren't sure if you were a socialist a while ago. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like these terms, they often become so loaded, and it becomes kind of difficult. You want to say, oh, well, I'm this or that or the other thing. And I've taken that test to try to like, oh, yeah, see what kind of leftist you are or whatever. I mean, I'll take the fucking test for you. I think it's still out there somewhere. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that. I can't find the exact. I found one time that would like take you down to like the very fucking. What leftist are you? Is this the one? This is not the one I took. I took one that was like very super ultra comprehensive. Oh, this one's like a total like making fun of people kind of thing, right? Yeah, this has like none of these are even political questions. I'll see what it says anyway. Oh, this is just how many kids you could fight. I see. Yeah, I could fight them all. Who gives a shit? I'll kick all their asses. I'm finding. I mean, okay, so I found the left values test, but I took at one point a way more comprehensive test that fucking really got down into like every little micro niche of leftist ideology. But I can't remember what the fuck it labeled me as. Yeah, I keep finding these little stupid ones that are clearly not worth a shit. I mean, the left values is okay, but hold on. I'm going to check Google. It's a little bit better than the search engine I have as a default on the Brave browser. All right, let's see. I don't know what this test is. I'm going to see about this one. Political labels try to put put groups of thought into neat boxes and doesn't fit into a box. And thought doesn't fit into a box. Anyway, here's my viewer tax. Yeah, I don't know if hold on. I'm going to switch mics. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go quite as far as like my thought can't be categorized. I'm just like not really particularly concerned with categorizing it. It's not really something I'm like obsessed with trying to do because I feel like any shorthand you use is bound to be misunderstood. So it's better to just try to explain yourself, even though that's also going to be misunderstood. But often that's like intentionally misunderstood by people who are bad actors. Anyway, let's this is the one I found here. I don't know what this is gonna tell me. I've never been to this before. I've never seen this quiz before, so we'll just see. 72 questions, which seem pretty reasonable for the time we have. Solidarity is nothing but a 10-letter word in 2022. Oh my gourd, TJ, you're a gorst. Goodest. I'm a goodist. I support good things. Yeah, I'll put you guys on the screen here. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be. Actually, I think I have one where you can... Yeah, we can... Oh. Well, that doesn't really work, huh? Yeah, I don't know about that. I'll just... I mean, do I need to be on the screen? I guess I don't really need to be. Hold on. I guess I can... set a scene up really quick. Yeah. Yeah, there I kind of am. Yeah, that works out, I guess. Okay, so let's fill this out and see what the fuck what happens. I don't know if this is what we're looking for, but we'll know after 72 bullshits. Experimental, environmentally friendly foods sourced like cultured meats are worth investing in. Yeah, sure, why not? Redistributing wealth away from the wealthy through taxes is a viable way of defeating inequality. Defeating inequality? No, probably not. I think I do support that. I think it's a step towards it. I don't want to say I totally I'm just going to keep myself in the middle. Mass foreign immigration policies are naive and should not be implemented. Mass foreign immigration policies? Naive. I guess I disagree. Workplace democracy within capitalism is an acceptable alternative to a complete socialization of the economy. Acceptable? I mean, tentatively. I'm going to go once again in the middle. For each according to his ability, to each according to his need is a good principle. I think it has its flaws, but I do think that with some modifications... Once again, I don't know. It's going to say I'm like a super centrist here. Socialist organizations are generally better off when organized loosely and decentrally. I agree with that. The leadership of political parties in the progression towards socialism will always lead to authoritarianism. Yes, I agree with that. Local planners rather than national planners are more efficient at running a planned economy. That would make... I don't really believe in a planned economy, but I would agree that locally planning would be probably better. But they'd have to probably also coordinate nationally. Traditional gender roles, such as women being homemakers, need to be overcome. I don't think there's anything wrong with embracing that by choice, but I don't think that it should be something you're forced into. I don't think that because of your genitalia, you should be told, well, you must conduct yourself by these particular behaviors. So yeah, I definitely think we need to abolish the defaultness of the role. Don't necessarily need to, abolish the role itself if that's what people choose. I believe in individual freedom. Abortion is an immoral act that should be banned or significantly limited. Nope. The global socialist movement should be led by a single party or organization. No. Democratic centralism is an authoritarian organizational structure that disregards the masses. Agree. Prisons are oppressive and antiquated institutions that need to be abolished. Agree. By the way, I understand there's like a million pragmatic hurdles to that. That's more of like a long-term objective, like get to the point where we live in a society where criminality can be detected at a very early stage and addressed. And of course there's always going to be need for some level of incarceration, but prisons as we think of them now, I don't think should exist now. But I understand, practically speaking, you can't just be like, abolish all prisons tomorrow. It's definitely like a thing you have to work towards. National liberation or self-determination for all peoples is a good concept. Let me make sure I understand this. National liberation or self-determination for all peoples is a good concept. I think I agree with that, if it means what I think it means. A centrally planned economy based around computers is a concept worth investing. Yeah, obviously. It is foolish to expect renewable energy resources to be able to replace fossil fuels. No, it's not only... It's like absolutely necessary. It's that you can't fucking... Wait, it'd be foolish to think your society can run forever on a limited resource. Let's do Minority Report, TJ 2022. That wasn't a society run by computers. That was a society run by psychics, or at least where criminal justice was done by psychics. Oh, you were talking about my criminal thing. I'm not talking about arresting people for crimes they're going to commit. Okay, I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about. You're not fucking stupid. The fact that so many workers for bourgeoisie, I don't know, bourgeois parties over socialist parties is proof that party politics are no longer relevant. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the middle on that one. I think that party politics as they exist are not relevant. I think that party politics would be fine if you had an informed populace, but I don't know if that's possible. I think without transhumanism, it's not really possible. The oppression of LGBTQ people is a major issue that needs to be seriously addressed, obviously. I mean, you look at what's happening right now. Revolution is the best way of achieving a socialist society. Yeah, I mean, you can't do it electorally, in my opinion. We must radically alter our food consumption in order to limit the exploitation of nature. I agree. A highly centralized, planned economy is not socialism, but rather state capitalism. I basically agree with that. Religions overall have a mostly positive effect and should remain influential in society. Nope. It is necessary to establish a dictatorship of the proletariat as a necessary transition stage between capitalism and socialism. No. It's because it's not going to be a transition. it's going to remain. A dictatorship of the proletariat will eventually just, devolve into like a strong man rising to power. Trade unionism has been largely corrupted by the ruling class and is no longer a viable structure for socialist organization. Disagree. A world socialist republic is a realistic and desirable goal. Yes. I mean, I don't know about republic, but whatever. I don't think that's the focal. I don't think I'm supposed to focus on the word republic necessarily. In undeveloped societies, a centrally planned economy is the best way to make rapid progress. I don't really believe in planned economies, but, I mean, you look at Russia and China and the fucking rapidity with which they industrialize, it's kind of hard to deny that it is effective. It's just the price is too high. I don't know if it's the best way. I'll put myself in the middle on that. Wow, another political compass test. Glad everyone needs to take 9 different variants just to feel secure in their own beliefs. I don't really need this test to tell me what I believe. It's just kind of like, I want to see what label it puts on me, which is how we started this, because people are like wanting to know if there was like a more specific label I was willing to commit to than leftist, and I really don't have that, but I was kind of curious. And I think this test is going to give me a label that I can, show people. I don't know if I'll actually use it, but, whatever. An economy is generally designed better when it is organized bottom up rather than top down. Yeah, I generally agree with that. Nationalism and patriotism are impulses that are unacceptable in a socialist society. Neutral. Socialist political parties should participate in liberal democratic elections. Yeah, I mean, once again, this kind of depends on having an informed populace. Like, the problem with elections is that people are stupid and gullible and easily pumped full of, like, fear. They don't really think critically or logically. I'm going to soft agree, but with a million caveats. Some small-scale destruction of nature is acceptable if it notably benefits humanity. Yeah, you have to agree with that. Otherwise, then we should just kill ourselves. In which case, you're not really. You're just like an anti-natalist or something. Any socialist country should be dedicated to exporting their ideology abroad. I mean, any ideology wants to spread. There's no ideology that doesn't want to spread. A socialist revolution is made inevitable by the conditions of capitalism. No. The government should be capable of assigning individuals to workplaces. Nope. Foreign officials have no right to dictate policy in another country. Disagree. Oppressed peoples have the right to engage in violent uprising when all other options have been exhausted. Yep. Modern social democracy is a betrayal of left-wing values. I don't think it's a betrayal. I think it's maybe, it might be a fucking good little step in that direction. It's a betrayal if that's as far as you want to go, I guess. I don't know. I'm neutral. A socialist government has no right to disrupt religious or cultural traditions in any system. Government, huh? Cultural traditions. I mean, yeah, you have to disrupt that stuff. You need some kind of power to do it. Disagree. The negative consequences of a revolution generally outweigh the advantages. They definitely can. I'm going to be neutral. Liberal democracy is a viable way of achieving a socialist society. Mostly disagree. Marriage is a patriarchal social construct that should be phased out. No, I like marriage. It will be important to implement extensive environmental protections as part of achieving socialism. Yeah. Capitalism will induce its own demise through contradictions that result in crisis. Yes, that's definitely true. We're already seeing it, by the way. The means of production, such as factories and farms, must be publicly owned. Publicly owned? No. No, they need to be owned by the workers, not through an institution like government. They need to be directly owned by the people that work the jobs, not through a governmental body, but through directly. Reforming capitalist society to achieve better rights for workers is desirable. Yeah. In the meantime, society is chiefly driven by individuals and ideas. Yeah, I agree with that. Only a mass workers' party can achieve any meaningful long-term goals. No. Revolutionary violence is acceptable as long as the final outcome is positive. I mean, there's no way to know what the final outcome of violence is going to be, but of course, yeah. I mean, if the outcome is good, if killing 1 million people is going to somehow result in utopia, it's obviously worth it to do. But there's no guarantee that it will. And traditionally, there's not been one revolution yet that culminated in utopia dawning. It's like philosophically yes, but practically no. So I guess neutral. People of similar cultures should unite in federations or confederations. I don't really care about should. I'm just going to be neutral. We must accept that the socialist states of the 20th century failed to seriously address environmental issues. Yeah, for sure. Industrialized farming practices must be abolished, even if it leads to lower outputs. Yeah, but I don't want people to starve to death in the meantime. You have to you have to bring that about gradually. It is possible to peacefully convince the ruling class to conform to a socialist society. Possible? Yeah, I guess it's possible. The state can be defined as a monopoly on violence and oppression. Yep. I would be willing to sacrifice economic resources in my home country in order to help other countries. To an extent. I'm not going to go all the way to agree. It is acceptable for humanity to suffer to some notable extent in order to preserve natural ecosystems. Define suffer. Are we talking about inconvenience, or are we talking about mass death? Because that's very different based on that. I'm going to be neutral because I don't know. They need to define the level of suffering they're talking about. Personal motor vehicles such as cars should be replaced with free public transport. Yeah, I pretty much agree with that. Trade unions and worker councils should form the basis of a socialist society. No. Socialism can only be fully achieved in developed, industrialized societies. Agree. Climate change is a major threat that all socialists must fiercely combat. I mean, this has nothing to do with that. Really has nothing to do with socialism. It doesn't matter what your politics are. You need to address climate change. Class conflict is a force that has influenced much of human history. I mean, anyone who disagrees with that is a fucking imbecile. You cannot achieve a socialist society without making significant social progress. Yeah. The principles of workplace democracy and self-management are desirable. Yeah. Open borders between like-minded socialist countries is desirable. Yup. Human population growth must be curbed to prevent ecological disaster. Yup. The establishment of socialism is a gradual process rather than an instant or rapid one. Yeah. What, you really think let's totally change every facet of society overnight? No, you can't. It's not possible. Humanity must return to the primitive ways of the past to overcome long-term climate issues. Nope. Measures to address environmental issues are unacceptable if they result in significant decrease in production and quality of life. Significant decrease? Yeah. Total economic and social equality is realistically possible to achieve. Total economic and social equality? I don't even know if I really want that. But is it possible? That's the question. It's not whether I want it, it's whether it's possible. Yeah, it's possible. The international proletariat belongs to no country. Yep, that makes sense. Minority population should receive special legal protections. No, they don't need special legal protections. They just need to not be discriminated against. I'll go neutral, though. Mass spontaneous actions are more effective than carefully planned actions. No idea what that even means. Material conditions and needs are the dominant drive behind socioeconomic changes. I wish they weren't, but I guess I have to agree that they are. Finally, bureaucracy and inefficiency are always inherent in centrally planned economies. Yep. All right, let's see. What do we got? What am I? Closest match, anarcho-communism. Cool. All right, there you go. I'm an anarcho-communist according to this test, you guys. Dope, dope, dope. Revolution versus reform, neutral, according to this test. Other tests I've taken, I've gone more on the revolution side, so that just kind of shows that it can be very contingent on how questions are asked. Neutral on Marxism versus utopianism. Kind of a little bit skewed towards utopian. Very decentral. 85% in the decentralized category. Very internationalist as opposed to nationalist. Very union over party. Very nature over production. But you know, I think there's a reasonable amount of balance there. I'm not like a total tree hugger or whatever the fuck you want to call them. And then very progressive versus not so conservative, but not. I mean, there's some conservatism going on, but anyway, this particular test labels me as an anarcho-communist. There you go. ANCOM, bro. ANCOM. Each test is subject to its creator's political definitions and the interpretation of the person taking it and the mood at the moment of the person taking it, right? You know, because I could take a different test and get different results probably right now. So we'll read a little bit more about me. Those with higher revolution score. Oh, this is not specific to me. This is just some general shit. So it doesn't really give you any like super well-defined things about you. But yeah, anarcho-communism. That's the label it chooses to smack me with. So there you go. I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I'll go around calling myself that anytime soon. But according to this one particular test, that's where I fall, right there. I always got either libertarian communist or anarcho-communist on these, but I have a few authoritarian views too, so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think I have a few authoritarian views myself, but it didn't really ask me about them, so. I don't know why TJ is a light show right now, but I like it. Yeah, you know, that's how it works. I oftentimes, you know, I've actually transcended my, you know, my earthly form and become pure matter and energy, so that's pretty cool. That's what I do. That's what I do these days, you know. You got Vouched. Dude, I was based way before Vouch even fucking was a nut in his mommy's fucking pussy, all right, dude? Don't worry about it. Like, people have been posting shit that I posted back in like 2011 and earlier. Go check out in my fucking what is it? The fucking Discord server. People have been posting shit in there that was like, wow, TJ was based even back then. It's like, yeah, you guys just didn't notice because like there wasn't like mainstream leftism on YouTube. So no one noticed that I was fucking basically just doing it without even really knowing. I didn't even know the difference between a leftist and a liberal at the time. Because that's how little I give a shit about these kind of labels. And, you know, I'm not super fascinated by human history. I'm way more interested in futurism than the past. So, you know, I didn't really have the proper context to know what I was. But, you know, I've pretty much always been a leftist if you look at my politics. There was a few times that I've said some right-wing shit, but I do have a conservative side. You know, whatever. It exists within me. TJ shrunk himself down to a molecular level. Yeah, this is what I look like. When you get down to that molecule space, this is what's going on. It's what's going on. I'm going to try to fucking recreate this effect in my Manycam program that I use to interact with different programs. It helps me be able to like have multiple programs access my webcam at once, and it also is like a more stable. For some reason on Discord, my webcam likes to flicker unless I go through Manycam. But I want to recreate this effect directly on Manycam so that I can use that in other places other than just on this particular stream. Hold on. So to do that, though, I have to disable the effects here and just become normal old TJ again for a second. So bear with me while I try to figure this out. So I'm going to try to fucking add this layer here. So the layer, I want to add that video of the light show or whatever. Yeah, this PC videos. Where the fuck does it save? Okay, hold on. Where does it save iTube shit? Downloaded. Open file location, yeah. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, that's what I want. Do it. Wait, do it. You said you were doing it. Come on, man. All right, so whatever. It's okay. C drive. Okay. Images, videos. C drive. Downloaded. Sort by date. All right, there's the. I think it's playing the audio from it now, though, too. Yeah, I need to disable the audio. I change the settings of it. Seems like I should be able to control it. Really nothing? It doesn't offer me any control of that at all. Alright, here we go. There we go. I bet did it. Oh no, it didn't. Is there nothing I can do with this? Okay, if I cut that off, there we go. I'll just disable any audio on here. I don't really need audio on this program. I think I'm hearing it on Chelsea's computer or something now. Okay. It's not playing anymore, right? Okay, so then how do I access this fucking layer, though? Okay, let me I need more control over this fucking layer than this, bro. This fucking program. All right. So I need to go. This needs to go up. No? Yeah, let me bring that up a layer, bitch. What the fuck's your problem? No, I want to be on top. Okay, there we go. That works. Okay, now select this fucking layer. Okay. Transform, no. I need... How do I... Okay. There's gotta be a way to fucking act... Sorry, I'm like... Don't know how to do this shit. Okay. That, adjust that. But does that do it for every layer? Or just... Is that just adjusting this? Or is it adjusting everything? I don't think this thing offers me enough control to actually do that here. Oh well. Fuck it. I'll mess with it later. Tell that program who's fucking boss. Yeah. Program your boss. You're the boss, program. I really actually hate Minicam. I think it's like a pretty shitty program. You think you know to use... I'm not fucking with OBS, dipshit. You fucking moron. You're fucking so stupid. Get out of my fucking channel. Follow the fucking plot, you fucking dipshit. I'm messing around with Minicam, which sucks. You know what my most conservative position is? I don't know. Let me see. Is it like a conservative test? Like, how conservative are you? Then we can kind of see, maybe. Find out what % conservative and liberal you are. This looks like a piece of shit. What kind of conservative are you? This is from BuzzFeed, so it's probably total dog shit, but I'm going to do it anyway just because, like, it kind of amuses me. I'm going to have to go after this one, though. So I'm going to think about that question, though. What type of liberal annoys you the most? Probably... I'm kind of a tree hugger myself, but I'm gonna say that anyway. Who has done the most for modern conservatism? I mean, Ayn Rand gave them so much of their playbook. You gotta give it to her. Which news personality do you think is the most brilliant out of these people? Bill O'Reilly. Which policy proposal has made you the most happy? Let's see. Removing troops from Iraq. Yeah, that's a good one. What hippie talking point do you hate the most? The government needs to stop imperialism and war. I like that one. Society needs to fight for economic equality for everybody. Yeah, that's good. Constitution is a really old document written by slave owners. We're past that, man. Yeah. All the young people agree with us. Capitalism is wage slavery. Yeah, that's true. Liberals protect individual freedom the most. Yeah, liberals don't. That's kind of... I think I'm kind of cheating because I think this thing is using liberals and leftists interchangeably for some reason, but, you know, whatever. At a political event, you look like... Who would I look like at a political event? Probably this guy. Which Avenger do you identify the most with? Of these people? Probably the Hulk. Give me Hulk, motherfucker. Because I'm super powerful. Who should be our president in 2016? None of these. But I guess if I had to choose one, I'd choose Schwarzenegger. What should America do if attacked? Unleash the full skull-crushing awesomeness of the U.S. military. Lock down borders and increase security for the homeland. Lob a few of those 5,000-pound bombs over there to shake things up a bit. Isn't these both the same, pretty much? Like the two on the end? Find out who attacks to drop Chuck Norris from a Black Hawk. Engage in tough diplomatic negotiations and sanctions or surrender. I'd say fucking military might, right? That's what I'm about. What Obama action makes you want to gouge your eyes out the most? Bowing to foreign leaders, tanking the economy with overregulation, trampling on our constitutional rights, showering big business with cash, with bailout. Yeah, that's pretty much what I would say. Favorite pastime? Yelling at friends about Ayn Rand, Jaeger bombs, scotch and cigars, crying about war, injustice, environmental poverty, walking around your yard like this, reading the Constitution aloud. I mean, of these, probably scotch and cigars, even though I don't really smoke anymore. Or drink, really. I mean, very sparingly, anyway. Which fictional conservative I want to be like? I mean, fucking Batman of these. Conservative bro. You just like to drink and rage with your friends. You're attracted to a conservative ideology because it allows fewer rules and regulations. You will be successful in life because you're awesome. Most likely to become a libertarian after college. You mad, bro? I'm going to do this with my chest hair, by the way. What a goofy test. I know. It's a BuzzFeed test. What do you expect? I think it did actually kind of like elucidate for me what's my most conservative thing, though. I think I'm kind of hawkish. I'm not a peacenik, you know. I'm okay with using violence to solve fucking problems internationally. I'm not like one of these, like, you know, pacifism at all costs kind of people that you see, you know, sometimes. I'm not one of these. I don't really care about whether America's wrong or not. At a certain point, like for me, you know, at a point it stops being about morality and starts being about just like pragmatism. You know, so I'm not necessarily like, does America have any moral right to do X, Y, or Z when we are just as guilty of this or that or the other thing? Like, at a certain point, that stops mattering to me, and it's just a matter of like, nope, fuck you, you're getting nuked. So I guess I'm kind of conservative on that. But I don't know if that's necessarily inherently conservative. Obviously, there have been some pretty left-wing regimes that were militaristic. But yeah, I guess that'd be sort of an area where I might have some crossover. All right. I'm going to go and prepare for my next stream. Going to be doing some stuff with Scotty over on Fightin' Boys. See you guys there in like 10 minutes. Peace.